Sudan was already caught in war and hunger. Now its farmers face a new deadly conflict that threatens food supplies worldwide. Here's what you need to know right now. Sudan has long struggled with war and famine, but the latest conflict is hitting its farmers hard. As fighting spreads to rural areas, many farmers cannot plant or harvest crops safely. This disruption comes as Sudan's agricultural sector accounts for roughly 32% of its GDP and employs over 70% of its population. Without their crops, food shortages worsen and millions face hunger. The UN warns that millions of Sudanese are now severely food insecure, with some areas facing famine conditions. The new conflict zones overlap with Sudan's main farming regions. Small-scale farmers who rely on seasonal planting cycles are trapped between fighting factions. Many have lost access to seeds, tools, and markets. Displacement adds to the crisis. Families forced from their land lose livelihoods and face hunger in overcrowded camps. Women and children are especially vulnerable, with disrupted nutrition and health services compounding risks. Sudan is a key supplier of sorghum, millet, and other staples to neighboring countries. The conflict's impact on harvests risks driving up food prices across East Africa and the Middle East. Countries dependent on food imports from Sudan face shortages and inflation. Humanitarian organizations warn that unless the fighting stops, the ripple effects could destabilize already fragile food systems in the region. Experts call for immediate ceasefires in farming areas to allow planting and harvesting. Aid groups emphasize delivering seeds, tools, and food assistance to vulnerable communities. International pressure on warring parties to protect civilians and agricultural infrastructure is critical. Without swift action, millions more Sudanese risk falling into extreme hunger and food insecurity. Sudan's farming collapse isn't just a local tragedy. It disrupts global food supply chains, pushing up prices for staples. It also drives displacement and regional instability, creating waves felt beyond Africa. Staying informed helps you understand how conflicts in one place can affect food on your table. Supporting humanitarian efforts can make a difference for millions facing hunger. Sudan's farmers are caught in a deadly squeeze of war and hunger. This crisis threatens millions with starvation and disrupts food supplies globally. What happens here affects us all. Stay informed, share this story, and subscribe for the latest updates on this urgent and unfolding crisis.